Tilea's Troubles, Part 98. With great power comes great destruction. Winter, 2403-4. Somewhere underground in northern Tilea. The clan Scryer emissary was a particularly unimpressive specimen, more like a menial lackey than the sort of ambassador likely to be granted an audience with a grey seer. This was, however, no surprise, as the engineers of Clan Scryer were notorious for being so lost in the specifics of machinery and arcane technicalities that they gave no thought at all to their appearance, and had little concern regarding manners and etiquette. Seer Lord Urlak Ashercrotchaw knew, however, that Clan Scryer's assistance could prove vital to his strategies, and so concealed all sign of his annoyance at being spoken to directly by what appeared to be little better than a runt slave.
"Most high and noble lord,"
the messenger began, as he fidgeted with the scroll clutched in his left hand,
"I come with a great important opportunity, offered most generous kind to you first and foremost, before all other possible likelihoods. My masters know full well that you will understand the potential worth of this opportunity."
The messenger stopped talking and glanced momentarily around. At first Lord Urlak assumed he must be nervous, but then wondered if the creature was instead seeking acknowledgement of his importance. The creature's scent offered no clue, as what little odour might reach across the space between them was lost among that of so many guards. And so Urlak simply scowled at the emissary, who stiffened and continued his speech.
"My masters offer you a weapon more destructive than any before dream conceived of, and yet now built, made, and very real."
The Grey Seer's personal guard regiment, several companies of which were stood at the ready around the chamber, glared with their usual evil intent at the messenger. Of course, this was nothing less than they would have done to anyone who came before them and their master, but that fact did not make the messenger any more comfortable.
"Does it please you to listen here, noblest of lords?"
the lowly engineer apprentice asked.
"It pleases me well enough that your masters recognise the opportunity granted to them by my imminent victory conquests. So, tell further of your master's offer."
The engineer apprentice unrolled the thick paper of the scroll and held it up fixedly, as if showing something marvellous.
"I see spy only written scroll,"
said Lord Urlak dismissively, as if to put the messenger in his place.
"Why show such as that to me?"
"These are promises and guarantees,"
said the messenger, a little too enthusiastically, for his voice echoed about the rocky cavern, and the regimented guards noticeably flinched as if readying to attack. The messenger winced in response.
"Please, I beg plead, forgive my loud noisiness, gracious and noble lord," he continued. "This is written only so you might confirm I speak the honest truth. My masters have put mark symbols here that you will see recognise and know my words to be truly theirs."
The Grey Seer narrowed his eyes to signal, however subtly, his growing impatience, which was enough to convince the engineer apprentice to continue quickly.
"My most clever masters offer you this novel new weapon in return for sufficient suitable recompense. With it, you can destroy your enemies."
"My armies bristle with weapons. I have battalion batteries of war engines, all capable of killing my enemies."
"Forgive again, most noble of lords. This kills better. This can kill each and all of your enemies."
"Each and all?" said Lord Urlak. "It seems your masters have been working most busily. They have already given many terrible war engines, of which none have yet been unleashed in battle. Only when and if those machines fulfil their deadly promise shall we owe anything to your masters."
Here the Seer Lord fell silent for a moment and glanced around the vast cavern chamber, as if considering who exactly was listening.
"All and everything will be carefully measured," he continued, to ensure a give and take most fair and satisfactory. The spoils of war will be plentiful bounteous. We shall feast gorge on the fat of Tilea. Still, it pleases me that your masters appreciate my conquest is a worthy investment, so worthy that here now they offer me more.
As your ally friends, your patron providers, they wish you to be victorious,
said the messenger. The grey seer fixed his eyes upon the engineer apprentice, as if weighing him more carefully.
Anyone with wit sufficient knows the cunning skill of Clan Scryer, he said, and I do not doubt suspect your master's promised claims, and yet I must inquire, what do they mean by a weapon never seen before? A weapon you said can kill all my foe enemies.
Great lord, if used well and correctly, the weapon will destroy Tilea one city at a time.
Entire cities? There are many and more stone walls standing between me and my great glorious victory. And now that the most hated dwarf things are busy stirring, as ever, meddle interfering, I have their mountains to contend with also. I can surely make good use of death destruction, but will this weapon defeat the man-thing's stone walls and the dwarf thing's mountain fastnesses?
Noblest of lords, this weapon does not need to break walls or rocks, for it kills all and everything, leaving nothing alive to defend the walls.
Lethal venom? Deadly poison? Inquired Lord Urlak, with a hint of barely contained glee in his voice. Vile diseases and putrid poxes?
This is quicker, great lord, much, much faster. With one single exquisite blow, the weapon can burn every living creature thing within 100 chebels.
Lord Urlak pondered this for a moment, and the great cavern grew quiet.
An entire city?
He mused aloud, as he mentally pictured the dimensions of a typical Tilean city. Then his eyes widened.
Or an entire army?
As you wish, please, most noble lord,
said the messenger.
Come, now,
commanded the grey seer, as he stepped down from his rocky dais.
You and I must speak further concerning what exactly it is your masters desire in exchange for this marvel.